Crawlers is the newest episode of Hulu's original series Into the Dark, which is on its like 16th or 17th episode by now. So I've covered every episode so far. So hopefully you guys know what this show is. This is an episode, or a movie as they are, that I was really excited for at first. Like when I was watching it, I was maybe like 10 minutes in, and I was like, oh man, I'm excited. Like I think this potentially might become the movie that I've always wanted Into the Dark to be. Like I wanted a really fun, really cool movie. And unfortunately, it just kind of puttered out. And it just was like every other episode of this show for me. It ended, and I was like, it was fine. It was okay. You know, I didn't hate my time with it. I didn't love it. It just kind of happened. And it's just, every month I get excited. Like, all right, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. This is going to be that movie that I get to come run to the channel and be like, guys, it finally happened. And I was sitting there and I was like prepping myself in my head like, oh shit, here we go. This is it. This is the episode where I get to press record and say, yes, finally, run to Hulu and watch this movie immediately. It's going to make my top list of the year, whatever. And every month I walk away going, fuck, I want so badly for that to happen. But it just doesn't seem to want to happen. Anyway, so this is about a group of young college kids who are in a smaller town, and they are celebrating for St. Patrick's Day. And there was an alien craft or alien rock or something that crashed in the town a while ago, and there's this one girl in town, and she's played by the young girl that the Punisher is protecting in season 2 of the Punisher series on Netflix, which is my favorite season of any of those Marvel shows on Netflix. I love that shit, but I'm biased because I love that like protecting knight in shining armor kind of movie or plot line. So, you know, I'm the target audience for that. But she's the lead in this. I don't know what her name is. Cute chick. And she's like the conspiracy theorist in town. She's also the drug dealer in town. And she comes to the bar and she meets a group of girls that she wants to sell drugs to. And there is another character who is kind of crying rape, that she's been raped by these guys on campus. Now, this is where I feel like some people will be turned off to the movie, because they'll be like, oh, this is just that agenda again. They're trying to, you know, do the Me Too movement, the rape culture, this and that. And while at first I was like, oh, here we go again, kind of feeling to it, I did appreciate that the story didn't go in that direction too much for me. Like, the only time that I can't stand the whole, you know, woman's been raped or woman cries rape and those kinds of movies is when every single guy in the film is a total piece of shit, and that nobody has their side of the story or anything, and even if they do, it never turns out to be true. It's just like, oh no, he was just lying, men really are god awful. That does offend me. It does piss me off when I watch those kinds of movies, because it's like, really, every guy's a piece of shit, every guy's a rapist? No. So this film does not fully go in that direction, which I was happy to see. So for me, it didn't bother me, because women being abused in films, you know, whether it be domestic violence or whether it be date rape or just outright rape, I mean, that shit's been in films forever. So that's nothing new. It's just the spin they put on it can be a little new. That being said, I mean, take a movie like I Spit on Your Grave. I mean, if that was I mean, it was made in like 2011, remade in 2011. So, but it's weird because that's not a Me Too agenda movie to people. But every single guy in the movie is dreadful. I guess maybe it's the way it's presented. I don't know. But anyway, so I just want to warn some people who are sensitive to that kind of stuff. I don't really give a fuck if they're sensitive to it. But yeah, we do have a little bit of that going on in here. But it didn't go into that territory too much. Anyway, so she's going to give them drugs, and this girl's crying rape, and then her friend goes off with one of the guys, so she goes like trying to help her, and the monsters, the creatures in this, they have, I don't know how much I want to say on that. I don't know if it should be left as a surprise, but all I can say is that this movie kind of plays off like an Invasion of the Body Snatchers of sorts. And that's about as much as I'll have to say with it. I think the problem with the film more than anything for me was that it just didn't really embrace what it was. Like, I feel like this film could have had so much more fun, and I feel like I'm a broken record on that. I really do. I feel like I'm starting to say that too much. Maybe I'm expecting too much from movies. I don't know. I really don't, because I feel like, 7 times out of 10 lately, I've been sitting here and saying, man, I just feel like this film, kind of set up something really fun, set up something that could potentially turn into a lot of fun. And then it just didn't capitalize on it at all. And I just kind of sat there like, oh man, you could have took that so much further. Oh, that could have been so much more fun. And it's super, super anticlimactic as well. Like, they're trying to do something, they're trying to stop them, of course. And then when it happens, it's just kind of like, okay, like, that's it. That's all that was. That's all they had to do. That's all. It just kind of amounts to nothing. The setup got me excited, and I was like, all right, this is kind of, edgier and fun, and these these kids are fast talking, and I think this could be potentially a really good time. And it just fizzled out really quickly, and it just kind of became okay for the rest. Just kind of just watching, like, all right, like, I kind of like some of these characters, and all right, oh, maybe they're going to do something fun, and then it was like, yeah, no, not really. So, Into the Dark, please, just give me one great film, just do it. I just watched a movie called Killer High the other day from the Sci-Fi Channel, and it was a made-for-TV movie, kind of like this, and it was super fun, man. If that was an Into the Dark episode, I'd be sitting here like gushing. I'd be like, oh my god, guys, finally Into the Dark's made a great episode. You got to go watch this. But here we are again. So anyway, maybe next month. We'll see. Adios.